Good day, everyone. Welcome back. Well, 500,000 in debt means not a day goes by where you don't have to earn something. So today, found myself a job doing a little bit of spray work. Now, maybe you guys found something different, but I do find it funny that when you do contracts and you gotta lease the equipment, it pays for the equipment off the bat, but then to fill it, I'm responsible for buying the product. Is that something wrong that I've got in my silly? Oh, maybe it's in the helper setup. I don't know. Anyway, so I was out of money basically, and I had to get this job, and then I needed to buy $2,400 worth of spray to do the job. I don't know if that's cutting into my profits or not, but I'll have to spend a little bit more time paying attention the next time I do it. So I needed to go and do a little bit of logging, basically. I cut down a tree, threw it in the back of the pickup truck, and went up and sold it to the boys up at the lumber yard. That got me enough to buy a tank of fluid for this thing, which is awesome, by the way. I don't know if you guys have played at all with this thing, but it's the new Hardy. Very, very cool. I'm liking it a lot. It's snazzy to beat the band. I don't know. I kind of like the aesthetic of it. That big tank on the back. Back it up. Sure makes short work of fields anyway. And one more pass over here. Try to minimize the ground compaction by doubling up on the headland tracks. You're not going to be turning this thing around anywhere. Now, let's see how this looks. Okay, looks good. Let's just turn back into the headlands here. See if there's anything that I missed. Yeah, a little bit of there. Should be good enough. Alright, let's see what we got here, if he accepted that. So, I see my friend Simulator Addict is also trying to play it on extra hard. Bravo, sir. He's saddled himself with $500,000 in debt and no money to yourself. No property, no nothing. So, it's actually kind of a fun way to play it because you really get to play with a lot of the equipment. Okay, let's see here. And slow that button down. And all right, we're done. They've accepted that. All right, so just got to bring this back to the store. We'll be good. All right, off we go, back to the store. All right. While I'm driving back to the store, a quick moment of ranting. Ranting for me, but not really for everybody. Need everybody to chill the hell out. Seriously. For those of you who don't know, Giants is an independent gaming company. They're not EA Sports. They're not Ubisoft. They don't have the testing facilities to be able to put out an absolutely perfect game. They just don't. And even those big companies are pushing out games at a rate that is just insane. It's far more efficient in the long run for them to push out a game with a few faults. I mean, look at this, right? I mean, this is not a perfect game. This is what the console is giving me constantly. You know, on one side of it, I say, Giants, let's just remember this moment in your life, and please chill out on the modders. If you got some Lua errors, throw it in the beta area. Let us test it for them. Because nothing beats, a couple of million players to really shake down a game, to really give you what, no team of beta testers will give you. I'm having all sorts of problems myself. I mean, the Lua thing is one thing. Getting my controllers to act appropriately did not happen all at once. Let's see here. Took me about 3.5 hours. I did throw away my old settings and just start all over again. But, it did pretty well. All in the long run, that wasn't a bad thing. And this is brilliant. Being able to just go through your controllers and just look at them all is fantastic. You can do all of your settings and all your stuff. Here I've got stuff going from the wheel. This is coming from my Flight Pro Rhino. You got stuff coming from my Extreme 3D. All that stuff kind of clicked in really nicely. So, all in all, though there are flaws and faults, I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm not going to freak out. Okay, let me just make a phone call here and talk to the dude. Let's see here, buddy, and yep, and complete that. Beautiful. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a nice old school harvest. Oh, very tempting. But I got plowing to do, so I can't do that today. What else is available in the job list here? Oh, the cotton harvest is ready. Oh. That's almost too good to pass up. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Because, oh yeah, that's something completely new. Okay, I'm just going to get my truck out of the way here. Let's just say there was an incident with a waterfall and me driving too fast, and the truck was full of logs, and anyway, it got complicated, let's just say. All right, let's see here. You are... Oh, wow. Okay. This is cool. Okay, so I guess I load the bales up on here. This is going to be neat. All right, let's go and do it. Let's go do it. I'll be back for that thing. And you... This is neat machine. Look at that. Oh, wow. The little teeth. The little grabbers for the cotton. Huh. I've done a lot of YouTube watching of cotton harvesting in the southern U.S., and I was looking forward to doing this. You have no idea. Alright, let's see here. Lift the header up. What's going on here? Oh, nope. Lifting that up back there. Let's just, I'm going to need to look at this in another perspective. Huh. Alright. Fold it up. Everything down. Compress it. Oh, wow. All right, let's get her done. Let's see what we got going on here. Get your beacon lights on. Feel like I'm going to need some four-ways to get down there, too. Just to double check. Where's that field? Field number 4, which is... Field number 4 is... Oh, dear. It's on top of the mountain. Well, that'll be a while. All right. So, all right, guys. I'm going to head up there. And actually, no, before I do that, let me just finish my little rant-ish thing. Yeah, so let's just take it easy. I've got, I mean, most of the stuff that I've run into has been growing pains. Most of the stuff that I've run into has been about me not setting things up properly or clicking on a setting that I shouldn't have, or... You know, stuff like that. So let's give it a chance. I'm pretty sure within the week we're going to get another update, and that's going to settle a lot of stuff down. We've already got mods coming into the mod hub. Granted, it's a bunch of stuff from 15, but hey, it's the right stuff from 15. The Hurleyman and the Case 1660 Combine were a must-have for me for sure. I've already opened up the mod for the Case. I think she needs to get slowed down a little bit, and she needs to be... I want to put the Lumetris sound pack into it. just to make her sound better. And there's a bunch of stuff that I'm doing to that one just to goof it off. And I don't mind admitting to you that I am going to crack open the graphics file and make her maybe a little bit more rusty. So there's stuff from the 2017 mod that I absolutely adored about that combine that I'm thinking is the right way to make it. And they seem to have dropped the price on the combine, so all in all, I think it fits to have it be a little bit more rusty, a little bit more loud, a little bit more rattly, all that stuff. All right, let's climb the hill. All right, now field 4. Which one was field 4? Hang on a second. Okay. Slightly lost control there. I've got one of my buttons on my joystick that I have mapped to steer the combine so that I can use the throttle as a hand throttle. And let's see here. Alright, let's go. See, I got this guy here doing this little button on my, I got a little button on my hand throttle that lets me steer if I need to do it one-handed. Alright. This is where we are. Okay, so let's see here. Let's turn on the GPS and take a look at the map. Field number 4 is just on the other side of the river over there. Okay. Let's go up there. So I made a phone call. I'm gonna get Jerry to bring up my what was it? Was it a JCB? I think it was a JCB in the trailer. I'll get him to do that for us, and he can meet us here. Or he can come up and just take over the combining and we'll just go down there and get it ourselves. I'm not sure what he's got in mind, but... Oh, there it is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. First cotton harvesting. Life is good. Okay. Now, how will this thing react to going uphill? Let's give it a shot. Alright, line her up with the lines here. Alright, and open her up. Looking good. That is a massive machine. Alright, let's start her up. Beautiful. Alright, let's line ourselves up here with the cotton rows. I think it's like this that it's done. Put the cruise control on. Nice. Now you just got to keep the pickers in line. You should be fine. Huh. That's odd. It's actually almost too clean with the cotton. Usually these machines leave a little bit on the plant. Let's see here how she handles the uphill run. Alright, and off we go. Cotton. Not a crop that we get a lot of up here in Canada. We get exactly none of it. But I do love, when I was traveling a lot in the United States on the motorcycle, I do remember watching the boys down there harvesting this stuff with the giant bales. They call them modules, actually. They're not bales, they're modules, I believe. Because or maybe that's just what they call the square ones. Like, I don't know what this one does, but I know that the guys that I was hanging out with down there, they were using square bales. And they were massive. They would drop off the modules at the end of the field, and then tractor trailers would show up with loading apparatus to put them on the back of the trucks. It was awesome. Great stuff to watch. If you're ever traveling, you could take a road trip. Go for a road trip when it's harvest season. And just, pack a snack and a couple of cold ones and sit by the side of the field and watch people work. It's good stuff. And here we go. Wow, that's really nice. Harvesting at around 10. Can I go any faster than that? Let's stop here. Let's look at our HUD. Oh, wow, we've only got 1900 in it. Okay. Put the cruise control on. Whoop-the-daisy. It's kind of hard to keep track of the head, the rows. All right, lift her up. And around she goes. And back. Try not to damage the crop next door. Get her in the picker. And off we go again. Feel like it's a bit fast for cotton picking. 10 kilometers an hour. Let's slow that down a bit. Okay, let's go down to like... Yeah, that feels better. 7 kilometers an hour. That's about 3 miles, I guess. I do like having the speed in the tractor on the pillar. For my kind of gameplay, it's amazing. I gotta tell you, in terms of building a simulator, what we have here, what Giants has created, is a clear indication of where their headspace is. Because we're getting there. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel 100% on the graphics. I feel like things are a little bit blocky sometimes. But I feel like what they've done is they've put in to the game all that stuff that's going to let us and let the modders, and I don't include myself with the modders because you guys have seen my modding efforts in the past. But they are, it's just really interesting to see. I'm just enjoying it right now. I mean, I'm spending literally like hours and hours and hours in it. Trying all the new equipment, trying the field mechanics, trying the mission mechanics. And, I mean, I'm just not running out of fun things to do. I'm seriously not. Now, is it telling me how much stuff I have on board? It's telling me gallons per hour. It's telling me the RPMs, telling me the speed. Anything on board telling me how much... Oh, what's that? There's cotton back there. Let's see here. Yep, at this speed, I feel I can lift. I can turn efficiently. I don't have to lift off the gas at all. There we go. Back in we go. Beautiful. And then it's straight down the cotton row. Oh, hang on. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just come up to the field? You take over in here, and I will jump in your truck, and or actually, you know what? Bring my truck up, and I'll go down and I'll go get the tractor and the trailer. Yep. Yeah, I know. Okay. Bye. All right. Well, that settles it. So, We're gonna do a little bit more in here, and then I'm gonna head down and go and get the tractor and the trailer to do this job. Now on here we are only at 3,700. I don't even know what the capacity is. Whoa, drive the tractor, dummy. Okay. So she has a little bit of an issue with this part of the hill over here. It's a bit of a steep part. I have noticed that some of the fields are not as flat as the combine headers might want them to. Combine headers and plows might want them to. But, hey, what can you do? Alright, let's go. This is good. Okay, so actually it's easiest if you count off 3 headlands. Put yourself in the row right there, and then just look right at your feet there and just keep that picker on that row, and you're in good shape. So you can just use your peripherals then and just keep her on line without having to look off to the side. That's pretty good. Enjoying that. This is very neat. Wow. You know what? This is making me want to maybe take a little break next week and go down to try the sugarcane harvesting, because though I bought the Platinum Edition, I never really did the sugarcane. Wasn't something that interested me. I grew up in places where they grow sugarcane. It's not an industry that is very pretty, let's just say. And up. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. I do like that the handle moves like that. I got to get myself a second joystick with an adjustable spring just so that I can play with that. Alright, let's go again. And snoots in. Beautiful. Let's see if she forgives me for the parts that I forgot or that I missed. Well, let's pick them anyway. Pick them anyway. And nope, it won't. Okay. I'll have to come back for those little rows. And the great thing about cotton is that I think it just regrows. Like once you've got your cotton field, it'll just flower again for you. So we shall see about that. I don't know if it needs to be replowed and replanted or if it's just keeps coming back. Haven't figured that out yet. I'll go and check the cheat sheet and see what she does. Alright, nicely done. Up the hill. Come on, come on. Yep, just over the bump. Over the bump. There we go. Probably not a good idea to grind your header into the ground like that to get up a hill. But that's sort of the direction in which I started this harvest, so that's sort of the direction that I'm going to stop it in. Now, this is going to be one of those crops that's going to be a little bit difficult on the other maps. When people build maps, they're going to have to do a little bit. Whoa, just fell down the hill there. She seems to be keeping up. And yep, we're good. Okay. Some of the vehicles, the MR or the dynamics on them are pretty good. Some of them seem to be a little bit slippy downhill. I did a lot of plowing with the T8, T9, the New Holland T9. And yeah, she was spinning her wheels and doing all sorts of good stuff. But when it came to going downhill, felt like she was running away on me a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, so how are we doing now? Well, we're only a third through, but Buddy is over here on the road, so I might as well jump in the truck. Nope, you gotta go this way a little bit. There you go, put that in the snoots. Maybe the hit boxes for the rows of corn should be like ultra tight. Like where you need to hit them in the snoot. I'm calling them snoots because of corn, but they're not. That's not what they are. They're called pickers, I guess. We'll see. All right, quick sip of coffee. And off we go. Well, looks like Johnny had to get somewhere else to be able to do some other work, but he dropped off his daughter. She's in the harvester now. Just taking over for me while I go down and pick this thing up. And there's a few little things here. Inside these forests going up here, you'll find like pieces of sticks and stuff lying in the underbrush. You can pick up some of the smaller sticks and you can sell them. Now they're only worth about, $80-$90 a piece, but that was a fun thing to do. That kind of was a nice chore the other day to clean up the underbrush on my farm. Still got a lot more plowing to do over there, but I need to earn some money because I'm gonna need to shoot some lime on those fields. The stuff that was already cultivated is fine, but the stuff on the edge needs lime. So probably just gonna end up renting a shooter. But yeah, gotta get that done. And gotta get myself sort of organized for that. I think we're going to go for weed control and for what do you call it? Fertilization. I think we're going to go with liquid. I think liquid's going to be the way to go. Keep it simple. Now I'm thinking I'm going to need to grow some wheat to feed the chickens, and I'm going to need to. I've got an idea for a couple of different crops to be able to make the money back. I got to sort of be a little bit aggressive on my earnings this year because I'm really staring down at that loan, and I got to try to pay some of that down with my first crop. All right, I'm going to take over for Joanne, and we will see you guys in a minute. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. Sorry about that. A bit of a real life interruption. You guys will have to excuse any background noises you hear. Nope, I'm not killing the dogs. They're trying to kill each other. Okay. This has been amazing, though. I gotta say, for my first cotton harvest, this has been an absolute joy to do. Kind of makes me wonder, how many cotton harvests do you get? And maybe I could go into the cotton business. Huh? Maybe those 2 fields need to be cotton fields. Then I could just lease a machine and do my harvest a couple times a year. Yeah, I'm taking a bit of a hit on the harvesting, but I think that could be a way to make some decent money. I don't know. We'll see how much we make for this one, and then we'll figure it out. But so far, cotton's the winner. I love it. I love it. I love that it's kind of like corn harvesting with the rows, except better in so much as the stalks stay up. And you gotta admit, like, the whole thing with the bending stalks and it's really, I find it super cool. It's been awesome. Alright, I think I'm in the wrong row, but that's alright. We'll just go with that. Just gonna give those guys a bit of a second hit. Okay, we are done. Good. Now, how do I get this module out of here? Is the next question. For that, we're going to need that, but not that. And we're going to need that. Alright, lift harvester, unfold, unload, unfinished bale. Alright, that's button number 11. Huh. Now, I'm wondering how roly-poly this bale is going to be, and where is a good place to unload it. Let's just go up the hill a little bit here. Looking for some flat ground to unload this thing. I think in the middle of this field over here should do it. Don't trust bale physics, and God, I don't want to go and pick this bale up out of the bottom of the hill. Alright, there we are. Right about there. Okay, let's take a longer view of this. And let's hit the 11 button. Alright, which one's the 11 button? The 11 button, try that one. That one? Maybe that one? No. Unload bale number 11. That one? No. This is one of the problems I'm having, is trying to figure out... you know what? Let's just cheat. Let's see here. That one? Yeah, that one. Good stuff. Oh, it is putting out a square bale. Oh, it is a square bale. Very cool. All right. Nicely done. All right, let's fold up the machine again. Close the back. Maybe I need to close the back first. There you go. Nope, I don't. Okay. Closing the back. Alright. So, let's go and park this puppy up. I'll have to come back for him. What is this? This is a little road that leads up to that corner over there. I guess that's a logging road. The properties up here are extremely expensive, and they're extremely expensive for a reason. You could buy a field up here and make an absolute killing. Oh yeah, by the way, I do have the dirt on high because that's how I rock. Anyway, and yeah, you could make a killing up here. If you just planted all this stuff as trees, I cut down a single tree yesterday to pay for some fertilizer, made almost $2,000 on a single tree. So if you were to go nuts and just plant all of this as a giant plantation, you could make your money back on your field probably in a single year, in a single growth year. Because, you know, it's not like with seasons where it takes a while for stuff to come to fruition. This stuff just does. Okay, next step, cotton harvesting. Alright, let's see here. We're going to go third person on this one because I'm learning today. And we're going to turn that on. Operating position is that the number 2 button? Let's try that. And then, oh, okay, back it up to the bale. Come on, how freaking cool is that? And, sucking it up. Back into transport position. And do I have to tie the belts? Is there belts for it? Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, now, where am I going with that? Let's go and call up our buddy. Excuse me, sir, where would you like that to be taken? I'd like it to be taken to the spinnery. 80% progress. Okay, where's the spinnery? Where is our spinnery? Spinnery. Good. So if I double click on that, tag the place. Boom. All right. Where is it? Ah, yeah, they're still doing the beam of light is still in effect. Perfect. All right, I'll meet you guys down there. I don't think you need to see me. Oh, no, I think you guys can stick with me here. Let me take you down this other side of the hill. This has been a voyage of discovery. I mean, look at all the land up here on top of the mountain. Originally, this is where I wanted to set up my mountain. My farm is up here, but my God, the stuff up here is worth like $500,000 to $600,000 for a plot of land up here. So, if you're going to be setting up your farm up here, you kind of already need to have money. Just saying. All right, let's see here. I love this road. This is the fun road to go down. I've been having fun with the truck, trying to get up here as fast as possible, doing time trials. It's hilarious. That's how the truck ended up getting reset to the store this morning. Had to call a tow truck. Hey, look at this. This is just stunning. Stunning spot. A little shortcut through that forest. That would be a really nice place to do some forestry in there. Easily make your money back on that and then turn it all into a field. Don't know if you can erase the bottom stuff. I know you can pick up the deadfall, but I don't know how much you could modify the land. Wonder if you could just maybe that would be something cool if somebody made a blank placeable that you could put on there to just level the land. That would be really cool. Then you could make cut it all down and then flatten the land and use the land for fields. Anyway, future gameplay. The modders are on it. I wanted to thank my 2 first modders. Mr. Mazzoni made me a home. Mr. Kerbo made a mod that you can turn off the crosshairs on your HUD. That when you're walking around, you get that little circle there. Mr. Kerbo made a little mod for that. Head on over to his Discord. His name is Kerbo. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Twitch. Mr. Mazzoni is also on YouTube, and I don't think he's doing Twitch, but you guys know how I feel about Maddie, my Finnish connection. Could not be a nicer guy. Alright, let's see here. I haven't been through here yet. Oh, nice port. This is just all so cool. Alright, let's see if we can do this without killing anyone. Got my 4-ways on. Oh, don't need the 4-ways, but I do need my beacons. Beacons are on. Yep, beacons are on. The beacons kind of reflect inside the cab a little bit. It'd be nice to have that as a dashboard, though. By the time Farming 17 went out, there was an app for that let you see what the status of all your lights were. Never got to actually play with it because of multiplayer, but I was goofing around with it in single player, and it was pretty awesome. Not that it's not good in multiplayer, just that my servers didn't have it on it and didn't feel like adding more stuff to them. So, look at this place. I gotta tell you, I am in love with this game. 2 whole years of this before the next broken version comes out. Sorry, had to be said. And this guy here is going a little bit slow. I would really, these guys travel going about 35. I would feel better with them going about 45 or 50. I know it's a little bit more risky, but I feel like it would make it a little bit more realistic traffic. You just would have to really watch yourself. Especially with combines and stuff, they would shoot you into the field so hard. Oh, what's this? Can I go through there? You know what? I'm going to just follow the shore. Where's that spinnery? There it is. Spinnery is right there. Yeah. Beautiful. And riverboats, little cruise ships. Riverboat cruises. Highly recommend. The Danube. That's a dream trip for me. Going up and down the rivers of Europe. Getting to hop in and out in all these little towns. Go exploring. Eat lots of cheese. Drink lots of wine. Life would be good. Oh, wait a minute. Found it. Alright, let's see if there's a back door here. What are the odds? Are you going to cross the road, sir? Nope. Okay. And there is a back door. Okay. Brilliance. And this is the sell point right about here. Nice. Okay. Drive through, and does it disappear right off the trailer, or do I need to unload it? I think I need to unload it. Can I do it from here? Let me just back up here. I don't want to end up stuck with it, having to push it around to the front of the tractor. Let's see here. Okay. Right about there. Let's try that. Whoops. A little bit forward. Still struggling with the stop and go braking. Alright, here we go. Clickety, 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 click. Barb trick. Nice. And how are we doing? Completed. Beautifully done. Okay, what is the price of wool, of cotton these days? Let's see, cotton is... Huh, nope, that's not cotton. This is cotton. $299 per thousand. Should double check that. I think 1,000 liters. I think that was 40,000 liters approximately. So that is roughly about 20,000 euros for a bale. Still a bit tricky. All right, let's get this thing back to the store. I'll hop in the truck and go and get that harvester up there. I'm going to leave you guys here in town. Join me tomorrow back on the farm. I got some chickens. They're starting to produce stuff. So we will have to see if that all works out for me. And is he going? No, he's not going to stop. He doesn't yield. They never yield. And off we go. All right. See you guys soon. Have a great night.